Hey ma'am, and thank you so much for pressing play. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been rocking with me for a while, thank you. So for this look, I used 3 different eyeshadow palettes, all by Juvia's Place. I used the Culture palette, I used the Wahala 2 palette, and I used the Tribe. I hope you enjoy the video. All of the links to the products and tools that I use are down in the description box for your reference. I also added the links to a few videos that I definitely believe will be helpful to you. And without further ado, enjoy. So I did a story time about how my mommy makeover almost made me meet my maker in my last video. I was so nervous talking about that story. I thought I was a lot more healed considering the trauma that I went through. But I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like I was all over the place. Hopefully it made sense to you. If not, you can always leave your questions in the comment box and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Like, I don't have any problems answering any questions or talking about it. I feel like the more I talk about it, especially so many years afterwards, like, I'll get over it eventually. I feel like talking about it is therapeutic. Anyway, yeah, I felt like I was all over the place, so I apologize for that. It was my first story time, so maybe that was it too. I don't know, it was just weird. Anyway, I put on Laneige's Lip Sleeping Mask because the ashy lips are never my portion, and they shouldn't be yours either. Skincare has already been completed. Link is down in the description box. I know I said I wasn't gonna keep saying it, but what if this is your first video on my channel that you're watching? I feel like I have to repeat it. I have to say it because you're not gonna know what I've said in my other videos unless you go back. And you don't have to watch them in chronological order. But yeah, my skincare routine has already been completed. Now I'm going to prep my skin for my makeup. My sister-in-law put me on to some new coffee. I've always been a Cafe Bustelo type of girl. And yesterday I went to her house and she introduced me to this Costco brand. Baby, the caffeine is caffeining, okay? This is One Size's Secure the Blur Primer. I definitely like it because of its properties. It has niacinamide in it, which helps improve the texture of your skin. It also minimizes your pores to give you like a blurred effect so that you can walk around like you got a real life filter on your face. But yeah, she introduced me to this coffee. They're not sponsoring this, so I'm not about to share it. But baby, believe me, the caffeine is caffeining. It was like 1 something in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, and my heart was still, and I had it like 12 hours prior. So yeah. Next, I'm putting on Danessa Myricks' Yummy Skin Universal Blurring Balm Powder. I like this product because I googled what Upsolite is and what it does, and Danessa, she did her thing. She did her thing with this one. I definitely discussed what Upsolite is and how it benefits your skin. I believe it's in the last video. The title has Upsolite Shorty in it. So for my eyeballs today, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing something fun. For the Christmas holiday, will I be using Rare Beauty liquid blush today? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm still trying to find my footing with liquid blush. Yeah. We're gonna start with Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer because my eyeshadow's popping. My eyeshadow's cool. This is a no-name fluffy dome brush from Shein. Yep. I'm just going to gently blend this out all over my eyelids. A little bit goes a long way with this product. I'm going to bring it to the inner corner. I really want this look to be dramatic. I debated whether or not I was going to do my face first before doing my eyes for this look, but I genuinely don't want any fallout from the glitter ruining the foundation after it's been set. So eyelids before face it is. Blend this out as gently as possible. You want to diffuse any harsh lines of demarcation because this is not a cut crease. We're blending. Blending is a labor of love. Blend upwards and outwards. My laptop, first of all, I added a bit more pigment because I want it to be a really bright base. I hear my computer, I'm trying to export a video, you know, trying to multitask. I'm trying to export a video and I hear my computer sound like it's about to take off like an airplane. I was like, what is that? Because I thought it was rain also, but it's just my computer. I hope this jet engine in my laptop doesn't interfere with the sound quality on this tutorial. If it does, I'll do my best to fix it while I'm editing, but we move. Anyway, I put on some more of the eyeshadow primer because I really want this base to be white so the green can show up. Let's go in with Lids from the Wahala to Juvia's Place. I'm gonna go in with Lit from the Wahala 2 palette, just on the outer corner here to help transition in between underneath my brow and the green pigment that we're going to do. Stay over there, girl. Stay right there. Okay, Lit is lit. I like this. Y'all, I know these palettes came out years ago, but I just never used them because I like looking at them. They're so pretty. Whoever's on the creative team for Juvia's Place, well done, ladies and gentlemen, if there's a gentleman on there. Well done, guys. Now I'm gonna go in with some green. Oh, these were no-name fluffy dome brushes from Shein. This is also a no-name fluffy dome brush from Shein. I'm gonna go in with Tootsie from the Tribe palette by Juvia's Place. Gonna go in with that green and deposit it all over my eyelid. Starting here, I'm going to brush that. Blend it out. Blend gently. Gently blend that out because you don't want to blend off the primer. My camera automatically stopped recording and I don't know how far into it got, but obviously we're going to repeat every step from this side on this side, so don't worry. I got you. Next I'm going to go in with this green. I think this is Nebele from the Culture palette. I think it's called Nebele. It spells N-D-E-B-E-L-E. And I feel like the D is silent. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Please, let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna go with that same brush. It's fine. I'm gonna go with that same brush and I'm going to deposit it over here in the corner and blend it out. Just want to add some depth and dimension, honey. Just want to deepen that. whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to gently pat that over the rest of the primer because I don't want it to be too deep of a green. Just gently patting that in. A no-name flat brush from Shein. I'm gonna go in with Ethe from the Culture palette. I'm just going to deposit that over here, like in the center of my eyelid, like right here. I'm leaving this space open because I want to put a really bright, either nude or white color there. Gonna go back in with the Nebele deep green color, and I'm going to redeposit that over here because I want it to be a deep. Miss Mamas, I need you to, it's not your time yet. For the inner corner, I'm gonna take this Crayon Case 03 brush. It's just another like flat brush. I'm gonna use the Shakara one in the inner corner because Fame, it's a little too golden for the look that I'm trying to do. So we're gonna go with Shakara. Take this, dip it in the Shakara, and that's from the Wahala 2 palette. I'm gonna keep these 3 brushes in my hand like Wolverine because I don't want to forget the colors that I used on them, and I don't want to use new brushes. So let me go ahead and apply my eyeliner. This is the Wet n Wild's liquid eyeliner pen, whatever. It's the Wet n Wild eyeliner, and we're going to wing this out. Let me zoom in. Prayerfully, this stays focused. So we're gonna start in the inner corner, and we're going to drag it out. Remember, I said if you can't draw a straight line, you can just do a dash, right? And then connect it. Do a bunch of dashes, or just little by little. Y'all see all of this glitter all over my face? Does it pick up on camera? If I had done my foundation first, I'd have been annoyed that I had all of this fall out from the glitter that I had to clean up. I'm gonna go back in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer on this eye again, just to brighten that base. Just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with that same No Name Fluffy Dome brush from Shein, and I'm going to blend this out. Start off with a little bit. If you need to add some more, you can, but it's to your discretion. Gonna go in with that No Name Fluffy Dome brush from Shein. I'm gonna go back in to Lit, and I'm going to to apply that underneath the brow. Gonna go in with that Tootsie Green from the Tribe palette over here and gently buff that out. Now we're gonna go into that Nebele, the deep green in the Culture palette, and we're just going to deposit it on the outer corner to deepen the lighter green. Gently buff and blend that out. Now, whatever's left on this brush, I'm just going to pat that all over the eyelid because I don't want it to be too green so that this sparkly green Ife color can show up. I'm not going to put it in the inner corner because I'm going to put, what is it? Shakara. That flat brush, we're going to go into Ife. Put that in the middle. Ooh, that's so pretty. And then I'm going to bring it up like a cut crease. But it's not really a cut crease. It's not really a cut crease like technique. That all over the middle of the eyelid. If you have to go back in with that deep green, you can then pick up a little bit of product in the deep green and then just pack it over here. Don't buff or blend out because you're not trying to have glitter everywhere, girl. Just patting that. Now I'm going to take, you see how I kept these brushes in my hand? I'm going to take this Crayon case flat brush and I'm going to go into Shakara so that I can deposit that into the inner corner of my eye. You know what? While I was doing this, I genuinely pray that it stays focused. Let's do the liner. This wing liner is not as sharp as that one, but we're gonna clean that up with some concealer. So I'm gonna go in with Huda Beauty's Faux Filter in Peach to color correct. these dark spots on my face. I'm gonna take this Flawless Concealer brush by e.l.f. and I'm gonna blend this out. This is the Born This Way Matte Foundation by Too Faced in Mocha. I'll also be using the concealers in Honey and Taffy. This is a damp makeup sponge. I'm going to spray with MAC's Prep and Prime Fix Plus. And I'm going to blend this out on my face. I think I might have gotten that sponge from Shein. This is a tiny Real Techniques sponge. And I'm going to use that to blend out the concealer. The first color I'm going to put in, again, it's by Too Faced. It's going to be Honey. Clean that up. Under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. And then the inner corner, I'm going to go in with Taffy, just a dot, same brand. Taffy right here. I'm going to let that dry down a little bit because I want the payoff to be top tier. And what I mean by payoff is the coverage of the concealer. Though it is a full coverage concealer, when you let it dry down before you blend it out, it gives you more coverage. And then after that, we're going to contour with Fenty Beauty's Matchstix in Espresso. I don't think I'm going to use Taffy today. Truffle, not Taffy, Truffle. I think I'm gonna... Espresso's that girl. Espresso is that girl. I'll contour with her. Something that I'm most thankful for, I mean, obviously I am thankful for life, but I'm just so thankful that God spared my life after that disaster of a mommy makeover. That was just a horrible and traumatic experience. Whoa. Spraying the damp sponge with some Fix Plus. All I'm doing is pressing this into my skin gently to blend this out. I got a little bit of concealer on that liner, but that's okay. I could go over that and fix it. I was trying not to disturb the liner, but stuff happens. Voila, I don't have to go back in with more concealer to add coverage. Does that make sense? Let's fix this liner. Using One Size's translucent setting powder, I'm going to set underneath my eye. I'm going to take a triangle puff, dip that into the setting powder, buff the excess off on the back of my hand, and then lightly press that into the my under eye area. Remember, if the concealer creases underneath your eye, you can always buff that out with the sponge that you blended it out with. Gently deposit that setting powder under your eye to lock it in. Now I'm going in with more setting powder to bake underneath my eye. It's a technique that works for me. Please don't come for me in the comments about that. I've used this technique for years. It works for me. It doesn't work for other people. To each their own, you know? So I set the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, underneath my eyes, and my chin. Now let's contour. Matchstix by Fenty Beauty in Espresso. I'm gonna contour these chubby cheeks right here, right here, right here, my nose, and my forehead. I did this a little out of order, but that's okay. Taking that same sponge that I blended out my foundation with, I'm going to blend out my contour. Just pressing the product into my skin, because we want to look sun-kissed, like we live on the beach. Add some depth and dimension, honey. I'm just pressing that into my skin to diffuse that product in this area here. But do you see how like now my cheekbone looks like it pops out? That's so cute. Taking the same e.l.f. concealer brush. What did I use this for? What did I use this for? I forgot what I used this for, but I'm going to blend out the contour on my nose. I'm just tapping the product on the sides of my nose to blend it out. I wish I was both-handed, because now I feel like my right hand is in the way and you can see, but I don't know, I just feel like it's obstructing your view. Let's bring my eyebrows to the forefront of the congregation. I'm gonna do that using Makeup by Mario's Master Blade Brow Pencil in Brown Black. You know what? When I was filming my story time, I was really debating whether or not I was ever going to even edit it or put it on YouTube because my nieces and nephews, they watch my YouTube, and I didn't want to like give them secondhand trauma because their loved one went through it. Like, I didn't want to do that, but I also don't want them to let society standards of beauty be what they think of themselves. I want them to know that the way God made them is perfect. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go to the gym and remain healthy, but all of these photoshopped images on the internet, that's not what's real. So yeah, I really debated whether or not I wanted to put that on here, but you know, it is what it is. I just don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I made. Why am I about to cry? Oh my gosh, I got like mad emotional just now. Oh my Lord. I'm going to set my foundation using Sephora's Mahogany Tan Neutral Microsmooth Powder. If I could open the freaking product. I'm gonna use it too because I don't want to break my nail. Lord help me. I'm going to apply that using a blush brush from that Mocha brand. It's the fluffiest brush that I have on here right now. So I'm gonna take that and deposit that where I put my foundation to set it. Some people set their whole face with like a translucent setting powder, but again, everything about makeup is just strictly what you preference. Or what you prefer, Lord. It's strictly based on your preference. I'm just pressing that into my skin. Ooh, I like the gradient. How it helps melt everything together. And then when I spray it down with a setting spray, oh baby, this look is going to eat. Sometimes I be letting my intrusive thoughts win. I really need to do a better job at reeling that in, huh? To set my contour, I'm going to use Juvia's Places Bronzed Palette in Dark. I'm gonna take a contouring brush from that Mocha brand. It's just an angled, fluffy brush. I'm gonna take this brush. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to deposit it here. Only in the spots that I contoured, obviously. I'm gonna take a small fluffy dome brush and contour the sides of my nose. This is a no name brush. I'm gonna tap, 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 and gently swipe that down the sides of my nose. I don't want to disturb the product that I've already deposited. I just want to lock it in with some powder. Y'all, I was really nervous. Now that I'm thinking about when I filmed my story time, I don't remember filming. First of all, I don't remember applying, much less filming, but I don't remember applying any setting spray. And I wasn't going anywhere, but still, it's like, I didn't put on any setting spray. Like, that's how nervous I was with sharing my story. Ciao. Taking Wet n Wild's Mega Glow highlighter in Precious Petals, I'm just going to use my ring finger and deposit very little at the tip of my nose. That's really just what I like. I'm going to use my middle finger to now blend it out a little bit. I don't want it to be like a slap in the face. I just want a subtle glow. Let's set my face using Urban Decay's De-Slick. And yes, I did do this before I put on the blush. Before I put my blush on, I'm gonna go back in with the green and the white and deposit those colors in my lower lash line. I'm gonna take an angled brush by Makeup Addiction. It's an angled brow brush. I'm gonna go into that Shakara color from the Wahala 2 palette. I'm gonna deposit that, like I said, into the lower lash line, right here. Let me see if I use a different brush to put this there, because yeah, I went back in with the same brush that I applied the white color with to deposit that. This brush is stiffer than this angle brush, and it's allowing me to press the eyeshadow underneath my eye, which is what I wanted to do. Cute. Super cute. I like that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Sabe Witimun. And then for the green, I'm gonna go in with the same brush that I applied that light green with, but I'm gonna go into that dark green color from the Culture palette and deposit that. Now, if it gets a little dirty under here, I'm going back in with this Triangle Puff palette. I didn't add on any additional product. I'm just cleaning up underneath my eye here. And then I'm going to use the part of the puff that I didn't put any product on at all, just to clean that up. I was going to say make it part of that, but for my blush, we're gonna go into the Crayon Cases blush binder, and I'm going to use my favorite two. I'm gonna use my favorite two. It is what it is. I like those two. I'm gonna use, I don't want to dirty another brush, so I'm going to use the same brush that I use for the Sephora Microsmooth powder, and I'm going to use it for the blush. The lash style that I'm using today is Tabitha by Makeup and a Message. I'm going to put them on off camera and then I'll be right back. For my lips, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in Cool Brown. And I'm going to go in with Huda Beauty's liquid lipstick in Wifey. So this is it for the final look. The earrings are from Shein, the dress is by Ralph Lauren, and the hair is by Mocha. Thank you so much for watching. I thoroughly enjoyed filming this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel. And yes, I hope you enjoy your holiday, and you will see me in the next one. Love you. Bye.